on the Wine Army Spotlight here on JLJ Media. I'm JLJ. And we are here with Tami Goveia and Miss Amanda Russ. Hello, ladies.
Hi,
morning, y'all.
We are back. Thanks. We had a little time off last week, but we are back. We are here. I almost said we're black. I'm black, but I'm here. I don't know what's going on today.
We're
hot
all
in
a
LA.
little black.
We're all a little black. Everybody's a little black.
We are.
But I'm in LA and it's hot, and my house is hot, and it's crazy talk. So I don't know. So please forgive whatever I say. It might be because
Kirsten. Hi, Kirsten.
Hello, you guys. Come on in. The water's fine. I wish I was in water. But we are here talking about the Y&R that happened last week or so. Before we start, of course, the church announcements. Bold and Beautiful is next. We do it after this show. We have a lot to talk about on that show, too. I have so much to say. That's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Edition Days. I'm wearing their new T-shirts, the new merch. Hello, you can go to editiondays.threadless.com to get all kinds of goodies. I love yellow and I love blue, so that's why I'm wearing. I think it matches my brown skin and holds my breast in. And they have great stuff over there. It's a lot of fun. Go check them out. Plus, they're on at 3 o'clock today. So 3 o'clock on their channel, Edition Days. And then at 4 p.m., the 10th Floor GH mother and son duo of Kat and Matt will be joining us live with Lucretia Lyon and Frank Moran, talking about General Hospital. We got lots of on that one show too. So we can talk about that at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Join us there. Be square. Soap Sunday is back. And also, I posted a video called Not So Nice Comments to James Lott Jr. Apparently he's doing very well. I almost like my version of mean tweets. So go ahead and check that out and see some of the things they say about me on these shows. Okay, we're here. Okay, good. Well, let's get started. I'm drinking some tea right now out of my Crimson Lights cup because I drank too much last night at a party. Cheers, ladies.
Did you go over to Devon's cocktail party? Is that the
that's what it was.
It was the scenario.
I was trying to hit on Nate. That's what was happening over there. I was trying to hit on Nate. Me and Imani.
Everybody was. Can I just say that much?
Well, let's start off with that one. Let's start off with the party. It was a cute little house get together. It was. I was like, oh, Elena and Imani. She was like, Imani was a little too happy to see Nate, wasn't she?
But can I just say, okay?
Yes, Tami,
Amanda, if you invited me over for cocktails and I friggin' show up in Imani's like red carpet dress, like who dresses like that when friends say, come over for a cocktail?
She does.
Like I think
everybody
was there, right?
Everybody was like, OMG, like I feel like a little bigger child. Like I would show up in jeans and a t-shirt,
right?
With some, a little thing with a drink, here's some wine.
Me too.
But I'm like, Amanda's all in her off the shoulder white wine, and Devon's in like his velvet blazer that James would have on.
Of course.
You know that.
And it was so funny. And then Imani shows up in her red outfit. And I am laughing to myself because I'm thinking, please God, let Elena show up in her scrubs. That would be friggin' hysterical if she showed up in her scrubs. But now she didn't.
You better watch out. Sorry, James. She better watch out. Imani's like, Nate.
She is. She's in the vortex, Amanda. She's in the vortex. I mean, she got close to him that one time, and that was it.
Yep.
You're like, Elena's facial expressions. I know. Brittany was so good. Her facial expressions was like, okay, bitch. That's what she was thinking. Yeah. Well, she was thinking that. She's like, no, this is my man. I've decided. No, let me change that. Everybody get ready. I've now decided this is my man. So now it's my man. You can't have him. But Nate's kind of like, hi, it's so nice to see you again. I'm like, okay, Nate, calm down. Hello.
Yes. I wanted to know what Tami thought about that because no, I'd have been like, excuse me, what are you looking at? You just convinced me to stay here and not take my dream job for you, and now your eyes are over there.
I saw that too, Amanda. I was like, "Excuse me, what are you looking at? What are you looking at?" That's what she said. Sorry, Tammy. We want to know what you think apparently of this.
Oh no, I would have let that totally played out.
Oh, okay.
I would have been just like sipping my martini, and then once we went home, here comes the chokehold. Here comes the chokehold. Like, what was that about?
Well, we know Tammy's strategy now. Tammy's like, "Oh, in public, we fine. Oh, good, sure. Go ahead."
In public, no, in public, nobody will know nothing.
Right.
It's all good and beautiful and perfect in public. Let me tell you.
Woo! Oh, I did see Rodelli. There's a promo for next week, and Elaine and Imani. There's like a good promo of them against each other and Nate. I think it starts out like, "What a pleasant surprise," and then Elaine walks out. And she has like some cake or something, and Imani goes, "Is there enough for 3?" And Imani's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, okay." So it did look good. I was like, "I'm down for this rivalry. They should be fighting over him. Shit, he's hot." Our friend Sean Dominic, he's hot. We should be fighting over him.
Do y'all hear the puppy scratching the door? Y'all don't hear it?
Oh, no, we don't. Oh, baby.
She's crying.
You know, I'm going to call her Lorraine for the rest of our lives. Because James, I swear to the flowers above, I thought you called her Lorraine.
The flowers.
Amanda's all like, "Who's Lorraine?" I'm like, "You're not."
Texted me, and I was like, am I supposed to know Lorraine? I'm like, "Who's Lorraine?" I was like, "I missed something."
Like Lorraine. That's so funny. No, it's not Lorraine.
Oh my God.
Tammy legit looks like she could be a soap character, like someone on Bold and the Beautiful. Like
I wore this because of the cocktail party.
I know.
On INR. I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna look a little gussied up.
Gussied. Well, I'll tell you folks out there, you may see another familiar face on Bold and the Beautiful soon. So just keep tuned. I talked to one of the producers the other day. So just stay tuned for that. I'll see I don't know who I am yet, but you'll find out. But that was a fun little thing. And because Amanda, the thing that before that, of course, Amanda and Naya and Imani got into it. Or this whole thing. And I want to know what you ladies think about this whole thing where we know she didn't do it. Naya didn't do it. Amanda's a believer. Nobody believes. Like we really think she's taking the fall for her father. Like she really is. The way she talks about it, how he's a respected man. Like does she have Stockholm syndrome? Like what's going on here? She's like completely taking the fall for him and happily doing it. So, ladies, what do you think about that whole part? It's a part of the storyline I didn't expect to have happen. It's very interesting. Hi, Connie. Either one. Here you go. Amanda. Tell Amanda. Go ahead, Amanda.
Why? Okay. I don't, it's driving me crazy because I do get it, right? I wouldn't want my dad to go to jail. But if he didn't do it, why is he like, "You're gonna confess"? What kind of dad wants their daughter to take the fall for something he didn't do? What? I'm so confused. Did he do it or did he not do it?
That's my thought.
Agreed.
Abby, what do you think?
Agreed. That? Either way, whether he did it or didn't do it, to allow his daughter to take the fall for something she didn't do is just sick. And the fact that Imani is now on Amanda's team, she knows something stinks.
I forgot, Tami. I need to say this.
What?
I'm very suspicious of her, Imani? Because she's like, okay, when their mother was about to leave, right? She was about to walk out. And she's like, "If you're not going to do it my way, then forget it." And she's about to leave. Imani's the one that goes, "You know what? Why don't you just do it her way? Do what she wants and we'll help her because we can't let her go to jail." And I'm like, whose side are you on, miss? Huh? Whose side?
Okay.
Well, I think Amanda and Imani both believe that they've got to play Naya's game. if they want to save her in some regard, they've got to play along with her for as long as they can, just to kind of bide some time.
Yeah.
I don't see
Amanda's gonna try to figure it out. She's gonna try to figure something out.
Yeah.
I just don't know if we can trust her yet. You know what? On this show, you can't trust anybody. You need to be looking. You better have like a knife under your pillow. You don't know what's gonna happen on this show.
Yep.
Michelle D says, "Me too, Amanda. I'm side eyeing both of them."
Mm-hmm.
So are we convinced that Sutton is guilty?
That Nia is not guilty, you mean?
That Sutton, are we convinced Sutton?
I think he's guilty.
Yeah, I think he's guilty.
I think he's guilty. I think he's completely guilty, and she's just somehow under his thumb.
Yeah.
Generations of being under his thumb. I think it's just something and that's something that's real also. People do it all the time. It's something real. I think it's an interesting turn for this storyline. It's like I didn't expect the storyline turn to go this direction. And again, I keep saying Tosha looks beautiful in every scene. Like I keep saying every time she's these scenes, she just looks so beautiful. Yeah. We say it on the show all the time, and Amani, her character, they all look this. There's a beautiful family. They're all beautiful.
When they were all three in the room, I was like, Joe. I was like, look. And he was just looking. I was like, that's three beautiful women. I was like, look.
I know, like three. They're all beautiful. You're just like, wow, this is like crazy, and all talented, obviously too. With that, very talented. So we're interested to see how this storyline goes. I'm just curious where it's. Yeah, Nia has some issues. I agree with you, Rodell. She has some issues with something going on there.
Seriously.
But the other side, the other thing that everybody's screaming about right now, why don't you get out the way? Because they made the announcement, Michael Mealer and Hunter King are off the canvas. I heard Hunter's filming a pilot for it.
Bye. I'm out. Bye.
I did. Right. I'm like, I don't understand why Michael's going. I heard about what Hunter's doing at the moment, but I don't know why Michael's going. I don't understand why they're letting him go. I don't know if he asked to go. I have no idea. I don't even heard anything out there. It's a character that's needed. And now that everything's ramping up with Tara, and so I'm like, well, I don't understand. Is Tara? People are saying Tara and Jack.
Ew.
I know. I'm just hearing all kinds of stuff. So I don't know what's going on. But now that they've said they're off the canvas, and people are saying goodbye, and all, so I'm like, and as you know, Summer is in Italy. She's in Italy.
And I was laughing out loud because James, you said they'd come up with a fake Italy.
They did, totally, didn't they? I told you.
Oh my God. This is the fake Italy.
I told you guys. Told you. Mm-hmm.
The little Italian sodas.
Exactly. I told you. I think they can't go nowhere anymore. They have no budget. So I was like, oh, they're going to make a fake Italy. And I was correct. Thank you, folks. I knew that was going to happen. For that one. I had to laugh too because I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. But here, the thing is, everyone's upset because we weren't on the week before. Everybody's upset, of course, because Summer is letting this happen, so to speak. And everybody's waiting. But the funny thing is, the fans are now all going to Phyllis, saying, "Girl, do something."
Right?
So, and Phyllis is kind of she's suspicious. She's looking around, whatever. But what do we think about this storyline right now? This part of the storyline, obviously. There's many parts to it. Amanda, you got something to say. Come on, Amanda, girl.
I do. Okay, so I guess I feel I'm officially in the YNR family now because they've done it. They've made me angry.
Yay!
I'm really angry. Why? You made me fall in love with these two. Okay. And then I just don't seem like she's the type that's just like, okay, here, you can have him. I'll leave. What are you doing? Who is your mother? Did you forget who your mother is? Right?
Yes.
And I remember asking.
Go ahead.
No, I remember asking you, James, because you're the historian. you know, is this kind of behavior track for Summer? And then it was like, yes and no. I mean, I have the same issue with Stitch right now. Like, I don't like Y&R. I don't know what they're doing, because they're taking care, they're creating behavior for characters that is not in character for them.
The Stitch thing, especially. I'm like, I'll talk about that for a second too. That one, I'm like, so is he crazy Stitch now? Like, that's what's going on. He's obsessed to Stitch. He wants Abby back suddenly. And what,
lurking outside the window, that's what freaked me out. Like, hey,
right.
This isn't Stitch. Like, this isn't him. Like, who is this?
Because I thought I'd read somewhere that he might be the doctor for Ashley. I thought, okay, that makes sense on some level. Or becomes it, because when when Victoria said to Ashley, oh, that's Stitch, she was married to Abby, blah, blah, he's kind of had a look on his face, but he didn't say nothing. So I was thinking, maybe they'll make a connection, but I don't know. Maybe they're not making a connection. Maybe they're busy trying to make him want Abby back, I guess. I don't know what's going on with that. It's such a weird storyline. I don't know.
I mean, I thought on Friday. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I was like, oh, who is this guy with the dimples? Who is he?
He's hot. Sean Kerrigan is hot. He's a stand-up comedian in real life. He is hot. He is hot. Oh, he's hot. I liked him when he was on the show. He's hot.
I kept waiting for Friday, the last 30 seconds of, you know, showing Mariah in a dark basement somewhere with Stitch.
Right.
You know, I thought they'd do a reveal of some sort.
They didn't.
But they didn't. And if it's not Stitch, then who is it? Maybe it's too obvious.
I think it's Stitch.
But why?
I don't know either. I don't know why either. They're going to reveal to us something. Something flipped when his son went crazy or something. I don't know.
So he's normally nice, good guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. You know, he's total good guy. Total good guy.
Do you think he blames Abby for something? And he's getting back at her?
Maybe
it's not.
Are you jealous?
Of her, like, happy life and her baby and all this stuff. I don't know.
I don't either.
It doesn't track.
But people are saying they think Stitch kidnapped Mariah. I think he did too.
What?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I was worried about Mariah, but I didn't even think anything bad. I thought maybe she just freaked out and ran off.
Oh no, she's been kidnapped by someone. And it's looking like Stitch. We just don't get like, what? Why?
Yeah. People are also, I'm with you, Amanda, on that. They said, I'm sorry, I'm mad at Summer because she has Victor and Phyllis as people to look up to when things are about not coming down. I know there's something going on. They're letting Tara run the reins through stuff at the moment. And they're making it seem like she's going to win, which we know she'll have a downfall at some point. But I think right now, because Phyllis is not that dumb, I think, and you know, Phyllis has already clocked Sally to Jack. She's already been clocking him. But Jack and Sally getting closer. I told you guys.
No.
I told you. He likes her though. I mean, Amanda, he don't care what you think. He likes her still. The way he looks at her and talks to her, and they admitted they had feelings there. He wants Sally.
You know what? Jack is the light of my life, and he does not deserve to be mistreated. Okay,
it's like Carter
lied to him.
Like Carter, yes.
And he is so sweet and nice. And what does she do? Oh, I'm so sad that Summer had to leave. No, you're not. No, you're not.
She's not. She's been prancing through the city, all happy and shit. She's the vice president or whatever at JCV. She's been skipping through the tulips this whole last week or so.
Guys,
she can't contain herself.
He's gonna get hurt bad. Because you're right, he really likes her. And when he finds out she's scheming with Tara,
I know.
He's gonna be devastated.
He said, I'm so glad you got all this without doing any reverting to your old tricks or something like that. He said something like that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you have no idea, Jack. It's not what happened. But no, he is licking his chops at her, and he's trying not to, but he is. If like, you know, a pretty young girl and everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, George, he's thinking about Sally. That's what he's thinking about.
And I could tell, oh no, he really likes her because he told Phyllis. Ooh, he told Phyllis.
That scene, the one scene that it was so funny. She turned on the waterworks saying, just have dinner with me instead. And because no one makes me laugh as Jack Abb. She turned it all on.
I'm all by myself.
I have my daughter, and he's like, okay, I'll do it. He's like, fuck it, I'll do it. Whatever. I couldn't stop laughing. I think, okay, Michelle Stafford, that was hilarious. She turned it all on just so he wouldn't have a date with her that night. It was so, oh my God, I was laughing.
Yeah, and did you know Sharon said, hey, just to let you know, it's not the message, it's the way you're going about it.
Oh,
and then he's like, you're right. I'm so sad. I was like, this lady is amazing.
Okay, here's the dialogue. Because that was my favorite scenes of the whole week. Jack goes, okay, Sally is president of JCF. Her and Jack grow close. Phyllis jumps in. Jack pulls her aside. Sharon, Phyllis's drink is on me. Enjoy it in here. I can't stop that. And then Sharon goes, did you like your usual? I know that look, used to use that on me. That was the best history dialogue right there. You guys don't know at home. Phyllis and Sharon go way back. Then,
oh my God.
Then Sharon goes, don't go there. And Phyllis is like, oh my God. So he goes, and she goes, my beef with Sally is nothing like our history. All this dialogue was just like delicious. I thought it was just a great use of history. They have nothing against each other now at this point. I mean, they don't really, but it was just so, oh my God, it was such great history lesson for folks that they actually have go on YouTube, folks. They have their own. I remember Phyllis was sharing down the stairs. There's a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
It goes for decades. We're talking decades. But it was funny that Sharon was giving her advice what not to do because she'd been there. Like, that's so clever. I love when they do stuff like that. Anyway, so, Tami, what do you think?
I mean, I love all the drama. Yeah. And Jack's no angel, and he's been with women who clearly were not angels. So the fact he's got a pattern, and Sally fits the pattern.
She does.
Oh no.
Yeah, Sally's the MO. Sally is like totally personality-wise what he's attracted to.
True. I agree with that.
Smart, strong, and
does he have a love? Okay, like Nick's first love was Sharon. Does he have a love like that's on the show right now?
No.
Just Phyllis? Is it
no, yeah. So he dated Phyllis. Well, he was married to Phyllis. He was married to Sharon.
What?
Yes, that was a little thing there too.
I didn't know that.
He was married to Nikki.
He gets around.
He does.
Nikki I think too?
Yeah, they were married. They almost had a baby and everything together, and they lost their baby.
I actually like them together.
I like them together too. I would say for me, I don't know if he has like original love, but I think Nikki is one of the loves of his life. Folks in the chat room, tell me what you think. I'm not sure. I think Nikki was one of them because they were he was close. He helped raise Nicholas and Victoria. He was very close to them growing up. It was a whole thing. And of course, it bothered Victor, of course. But Victor was with Ashley. So that was a whole, thing there.
And I liked Ashley and Victor.
Yes, me too. They brought different sides. They brought different sides to them. But Nikki and Jack were really, they're good. They're still close today, but they were really good together, I think. I think that was the only real rival for Victor would be Jack. And
he's never been with Lauren?
Not that I know. I think they flirted here and there, but I don't think they've ever been together. It might tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think they have. Because Lauren was always involved with Paul. She was involved with Danny, Tami's favorite, Danny Romalotti. She was involved with the whole Sheila story. She was always involved. She had her own stuff going on. And then Michael. Let's go with Michael. But I don't think her and Jack, they were always friends. The Lauren was always friends to the Abbott family. I don't think she ever. Her and Eric Forster had a little flirtation.
Yeah, I remember that.
On Bold and Beautiful. That's not a story. But Jack, I think he had a wife named Luann. She died. They keep bringing up his son Chemo. He has another son, a half Asian son. They never talk about. His name is Chemo. Everybody brings it up, and no one. Oh yeah, Jack was with Jill. I forgot about that. That was the whole thing. Jack was with Jill. Oh my
gosh, I forgot about that.
When she was with his father. That's right. Okay. That's right. I forgot. Thank you, AAJR72. That's right, Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill. Together. So, speaking of all that, we got Adam and Connor moving to the ranch, but in one of the other homes in the ranch. And Sharon going, really? Oh, okay. Are they still trying to get Sharon and Adam together? That was going on, folks.
I don't know, but I feel like I'm gonna get hurt, okay? Because I am falling for Adam. Okay, I'm falling for him.
Oh,
He seems genuine. Like he didn't have to bring Connor to see his mom. He didn't have to. Like he seems like there's a good guy in there, but I feel like I'm probably wrong.
I was surprised. I was surprised that he stood up to Victor. I was surprised Victor was honest with him about the whole scheme. Like, wow. And then Adam was all, this is wrong. You need to fix this. This is wrong.
Tami, were you really surprised that Victor was honest? You think Victor, and usually Victor will give up the goods if he feels like it.
I don't know. I just thought I just thought Victor would want to protect Adam, and out of protection, maybe not tell him everything that's going on. Because maybe he would have anticipated exactly what happened of Adam saying, this is wrong, you need to get her out. And Victor's all fine. But listen, she's bad news.
He tries to kill people.
He did.
She's bad news, son. She's the mother of and he's right. Victor's I don't trust her as far as I can throw myself, which isn't far.
No, because remember he said,
he says with her mother's broken leg, and now she's got to travel.
And but I want to bring Connor.
Adam's look was like,
yeah.
No.
I know. Victor had me laughing. He's like, she sat in a chair for like a long time plotting revenge against Ray. Like, hello.
Yeah. Like, hello. He has issues.
He's like, she needed help anyway. I love when Victor just like, he don't care. He's like, I know I'm right. So I'm like, he just sits there. He just sits there just like, yeah. And she's like, she's fucking crazy. Like, hello. Yeah. She needs help still anyway. Hello.
And Adam said, so you're saying that her being institutionalized right now, that she faked her breakdown? And Victor goes, well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, yeah, He's
still cuckoo.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I was like, sure, okay, but you're falling in love with Adam. We got to timestamp it. It's July 11th. Man, it's falling. Okay, Amanda. Okay, what's going on?
Well, I love Victoria. You got to listen to what Victoria said, Amanda. While she and Adam were having that conversation. Victoria made it very clear. I will never, ever, ever, ever trust you. So just keep talking, whatever you want to talk about. Just keep being whatever you want to be, but I will never trust you. For good reason.
She's not down. Yeah. But we're like Tami, she's on Thomas's side now on Bold Beautiful, right? So you never know.
That's what I was
that was years in the making, so you never know. I mean, if and this is a great part of storyline. We all don't know for sure what's going on with Adam. Like we can't, we want to believe it. It's a great storyline. We want to know, is he being good? Is he not being good?
The redemption storyline.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best part. So we'll see what happens with him and all that. But that leads into we've been kind of walking around. It's because the story is an umbrella story. It's all Ashton Locke thing. Ashton Locke and Victoria had sex. Yeah, enough strength to have sex.
Did you see him shirtless?
Oh yeah, hello.
Tami got distracted. She don't even know what she's saying.
Yes, Tami. That's okay. You're welcome. No.
Like that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Like I say,
Case closed.
I'll tell you, Y&R does do the great thing where they'll have like the woman in bed and the man standing next to the bed. They do that a lot. And the man is standing there, just standing by one of those little windows, the little curtains or whatever. And he's standing there. And the women are always like,
She's just the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes. So this whole Tami is overheating. That's a sure reset.
Man.
Overheating. This show, this storyline, I have mixed feelings about it. Because I like a good umbrella story. Don't get me wrong, I like that. But what's getting me is that why do we have to make him sick? I feel
he's
like
not.
What if he's not really sick?
He's not sick.
He's
James.
not sick.
He's lying.
I think he's lying.
He is lying. There's no question in my brain that he's lying.
But everybody in Genoa City now is like, is he sick? Is he sick? That article. Everybody's just like, is he? I almost feel like, well, why are we doing this? Because I mean,
why? Is it like, I guess for fun? I don't know.
I know.
Right. Why did he give her custody too? Like without fighting? And there's so many questions, so many. Do you think Victoria actually has feelings for him? Or you think this is just a play for the company?
No, she's not. Okay, here's the thing. Victor will play people, but he gets feelings too. Victor's sensitive. And like when Victor was talking to Devon about Amanda's situation and relates to his own situation, he has that thing. His family's his Achilles heel. He loves hard. Even though in business he does love hard. I think Victoria is the same way. That she's trying to become like this Victor Jr. character, but she's sensitive too. She's sensitive. And I think she has feelings. She likes him. She has feelings for him. The fact she thinks he's dying, that adds on to those. We know that makes it impacts it on more. She's in. She wants the merger to happen and all that. And Chance come and they mentioned that weird name again, the Xerxes or whatever that name was. I was like, X, whatever, I don't know, whatever. And with Victor saying, well, she sold to Victor and Adam. She wants the company, obviously, but I think she's also falling in love with him. He's a real man. Hello, she's in the vortex, Amanda.
I was trying to figure that out because I can't tell because if she got his company, she would be the boss. See, right. She would be over Victor, right? And Adam, because she would own all of it. She'd be on the board, right?
Right.
So like, maybe she does have feelings, but I don't trust her. I'm sorry. I don't trust her.
Thank you, Judy D. We love being this stuff. And Ashley and Victoria are playing each other. I don't know. She wants the physical also. It's been a while for her. I understand that one, girl. I understand that one.
Right?
Yeah, she looked very peaceful afterwards. She was very happy. She was like, okay. Mm-hmm.
She had that glow.
She did have that glow. She was like, whoo, she was softened up. But yeah, she could be playing him too, but I just think she's, in my opinion, I think she's determined. She wants all of it to go through. But I think the unexpected part is she's falling for him too, I think. She probably went in going, I'm going to be this hard ass. I'm going to do this. But I mean, now they've had sex. I'm sorry. I mean, I think that's going to mean something. I think. I mean, I don't know, but let's see.
I have one question.
Yes.
That I forgot to ask because y'all know more than me. Is there anyone else that you can think of that would kidnap Mariah? Is there anyone who doesn't like her? Does she have beef, even if it's old? Like, is somebody hates Abby? Like, is there anybody y'all can think of that would do that? Because they want us to think it's Stitch.
Unless it's Chance gone crazy.
Ooh.
We get a new chance. A new chance.
Another chance. We got
another chance, but I'm bumps. I'm gonna think of that. I'm trying to think anybody else. Okay. Abby, or somebody who was against Abby, not Mariah.
Yeah, it could be against.
I don't think it has anything to do with Mariah. It's an Abby.
Or
Devon.
I was about to say somebody against Devon or someone against Chance.
Oh yeah, true.
Could be a whole new character. Could be something totally different.
You know, for a second, I thought Stitch had something to do with Chance.
Oh.
Okay.
Like he says he's still a doctor and practicing, but we don't know what he's been up to of late. And if he is somehow connected with Chance and there's bad blood between the two, but why he would do this to Abby? Because I really think they loved each other. You know, and it was his son it's not his fault that they lost the child, but you know, it had nothing to do with Abby.
No.
She didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't her fault.
No.
So why he would do this?
Yeah, I know.
And I can't think, to your point, Amanda, I can't think of anyone else unless there's, you know,
I can't think of anybody. I can't.
If you guys think of anybody, let us know.
Yeah, nobody said anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Folks are mentioning Nick and Phyllis finally kissing.
Dang.
I can't believe I forgot to say this. Nick is hot.
Look at her.
You know, anytime you have that moment where you're pushed up against a wall.
Yeah. Thank you.
It doesn't get much better than that.
Nope.
Like that is always a good moment.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
James is like, I don't disagree.
I mean, not at all. I mean, I haven't been to the wall in a long time, but I'm like, I could do that. No, I'll say someone mentioned maybe Max is the one who kidnapped her. Maybe a little older.
I was gonna say, how old is Max?
At this point, who knows? Soraz, who knows at this point? General Hospital has Spencer. He's a different person now. Who knows? Who knows?
Who is Max?
Stitch's disturbed son, right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
They keep saying he's not getting any better. But at Tammy's point, we don't know what's going on. Just could be lying. It could be lying through his teeth.
True.
We have no idea what's going on. His son was disturbed. He didn't like Abby. Kidnap his child. That's basically what's happening on General Hospital. Spencer is playing this Victor character that he's disturbing Ava and his father. He didn't like her, so he's trying to get her out of there. So I'm thinking this could be his way of doing this. Thank you, Cherie. I didn't think about that. But yes, Nick and Phyllis kissing. Josh McCoy's been on the show for like 20-something years.
That was hot.
To me, he looks the same. Like he looks the same. He doesn't age. Looks the same. When I saw him in person, I was like, he does in person.
So them two together is like too much hotness.
Well, that's the whole point. They were an accidental couple. They were accident. They put them, somebody, they said years ago they put them in a scene together, and then they're like, wait a minute, there's something going on here. Like there's something here. They were never in the same circles or anything. Nicholas was over here and Phyllis was over there. They were never in the same circles. And they put them together and it became this unexpected hit.
So I got bad weather. I don't know if y'all hear it.
Bad weather? Did you get a tornado? You have like a thunder and lightning or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I love thunder and lightning.
We do need to talk before we wrap up. We do need to talk about how happy I'm sure all of us were to see Eileen Davidson back on the canvas.
Oh yeah.
You know, just that the Abbott family with Tracy and Ashley and like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I'm living for this. And who would have thunk that Do Billy would be the one looking at Tara going, what up with you? Something's not right. And I thought Ashley would be the one to give her a side eye.
True.
I always forget that Billy's part of the family. So, until they remind me. I'm like, they remind me. Like, that's funny. That's his nephew. Kyle's his nephew. And I'm like, I think forget about all that. But I thought, how a genius though, to have Billy be the one, not be again, we go to the go-tos. No, why not have Billy go? He's not really involved. So it's kind of going, there's something weird going on. Like I can see him going, there's something off. I can see that. I think it's in character. It's very much in character. I mean, this Tara thing is just taking over the whole, canvas. Obviously, a lot of folks are upset about it, but I think there's a reason, and it'll come out, I'm sure.
And you know what's funny is, so Friday rolls around, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm so thankful Tara wasn't on the canvas this week, because when she's on, I get anxious, and she makes me like physically anxious. I was like, it's nice not to have that feeling. And then she comes with her beautiful black blouse and gray slacks. I'm like, ugh.
Yes, she is
I
beautiful.
thought you wasn't home.
I know you were at home. You were at home. She is beautiful. I mean, that's
gorgeous.
She is. She's beautiful. Yes. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what's going on. I mean, I'm still sad over the news that we're not gonna meet Kyle in summer at some point. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on.
I'm devastated. Okay, I don't even know who to be mad at. All right, on the B&B, I know who to be mad at. I don't even know who to be mad at, but I'm mad.
I know. This is so. I don't. I guess I'll have to tune in and find out. I guess that's what I guess, folks. Yeah, Tessa was on for a minute. We saw her this week too. They weren't that concerned. Yes, I know. They're setting something up. It's going in a direction I didn't expect to go. I mean, I expect to go. I mean, it's going in a direction I'm thinking the whole Devon thing, which still could happen. But I don't know what this all is. I don't know what's going on.
I felt bad for Tessa because she was like, this is not normal. Like she was trying to freak out a little bit, and every time they're like, no, it's fine. It's fine. Right. It's fine that she just left and didn't tell nobody. It's fine that her doesn't know
that her suitcase is still upstairs.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Right. Hello. I know. They try us sometimes. They do. But we do watch our soap, Y&R. This is weekdays at 11:30. Well, here in California, a.m. to 12:30. You guys, that was your Y&R Mini Spotlight. Thanks for tuning in as always for our show. You made our show very successful, so thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. The audio people, hi audio folks. Thank you. Well, you can't see me. I'm waving to you. Hello, audio people. We're glad you're listening to us. Glad you are. Thanks to the Y&R groups on Facebook. Let me share this with them. Thanks for following us on Instagram at Y&R Universal Mini Spotlights. Go there and follow us. You guys are always commenting and sending things and stuff. So thank you for doing that, of course. Amanda Russ, where can they find you and your podcast?
You can find me on all the socials at The Bold and Beautiful Podcast.
And Tami.Goveia.
On Instagram, Tami.Goveia, and Twitter and Facebook, Tami Goveia.
That's right, kids. Then you can follow me. We're all James Lott Jr. sold at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms, including TikTok. And we'll be back again next week. I mean, God willing. We'll be back next week to talk more about our show, The Young and the Restless. And please take care of yourselves. Bold and Beautiful will be next. We may be on maybe like 10 minutes a little late than we normally are. But we'll be on. Don't worry, folks. We will be on. We'll be on. And we'll see you guys next time.